Last week, I did my first ever product hunt launch, and these are the numbers. I received 87 upvotes, 21 comments, and I finished the day on rank 13. This of course wasn't a smashing success, but I'm still happy with the results. In this video, I'm going to talk about my preparations before the launch itself, and some of the outcomes. Before the launch, I of course read many blog posts explaining how to do a successful launch. But then for my launch, I sort of ignored most of the advice. I didn't find a hunter to hunt my project, I just released it myself. And I also didn't have an active user base that I could leverage before the product hunt launch and during it. So the only thing that I actually ended up doing is I posted on So the only thing that I ended up doing was that I announced that I'm doing the launch a day before on social media. I didn't get many engagement from those social posts, but 2 people did say that they're going to support me when the day arrives. My product also doesn't have an active user base yet, so I wasn't able to leverage a mailing list to generate hype before the launch. On launch day, I woke up at 7 a.m. because that's when all the products go live. I was a little bit worried that my Raspberry Pi that hosts the landing page isn't going to be able to handle the traffic coming from Product Hunt, but it ended up not being an issue at all. The performance of the site was good throughout the day. After the Product Hunt page went live, I of course posted it on all of my social media. This includes Twitter, LinkedIn, and even Mastodon. I was super grateful because I saw a lot of my friends reposted my social media posts and I started to see upvotes coming in. Unfortunately, I also started to get a lot of spam messages. This was through Twitter DMs, LinkedIn messages, and even email. It turns out that you can buy 100 upvotes for $60 to $70. This of course felt really wrong to me and I didn't participate. I'm not sure if Product Hunt has any way to detect this sort of things happening, but I think it is quite widespread. Another thing that I noticed is that some of the comments that I received on my Product Hunt page were not genuine. The comments were all well written, and they even mentioned the features that I've built, but it seemed like they were just fishing for upvotes for their projects in the future. I received tons of LinkedIn messages with the exact same copy telling me that they shared my product with their team and that they wrote the comment. I even tried to engage with some of these messages, but I never got a reply back, so I'm not really sure what their end goal actually was. For the first 4 hours of the day, the products aren't ranked, and that's when I received most of my upvotes. After the 4 hours, I ended up being ranked 9th, and that's when the upvotes sort of slowed down. This makes sense because the ordering after the 4 hours is based on your rank, and because I was ranked lower on the 9th place, I wasn't getting as many views as I did before when the ranking was a little bit random. And so what was the impact of the Product Hunt launch on my product? Well, I received 160 signups. That's a lot more than I received upvotes, which is a little bit surprising, but unfortunately, only one of those signups completed the setup process. One person tried out all the features that I've built, but hasn't returned back to the site since. I've tried sending some follow-up emails, but I also didn't get a reply. Because of this, I have to say that the Product Hunt launch was a bit of a failure. I ended up with the same amount of active users after the launch as I had before the launch. And that is basically just me. I think this makes a lot of sense because my ideal users probably don't hang around Product Hunt all day, and I'll just have to find some other means of reaching them. Right now, I have no idea how I'm going to find those users, but I'm going to try out a few things and talk about it in a future video. If you have any ideas or suggestions, please let me know in the comments. See you next time.